your girl Spirit, and today I am gonna do story time. What? You doing story time, Spirit? I'm doing freaking story time because you asked me to. Several of y'all asked me over and over again, Spirit, when you gonna do story time? When the next time you gonna do story time, Spirit? Can you do story time, Spirit? Are you doing story time? I'm doing story time, child, and I'm chewing gum. Okay, we're gonna talk about my dating. It should be starting out because I don't really know where to start. But this story time is gonna be about me and my new guy. Our first bet. That's what I'm gonna call it. Because it's not really a fight. It's not really an argument. It's not really a disagreement. But it was like a spat. You know, like a spat. That's all I can say. Okay. Let's start with the history. The Spirit dating history. You heard it here first. There's no history. I dated off and on throughout my life. Never really found nobody that I really felt like I could really call my man, my boyfriend, you know, for a long time. Like somebody I was gonna grow old with. So I've been down in Texas since 2012. It's 2022, 10 years. I dated a couple of men. Child, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. It never went to the next level of I'm your girl, you're my man. It never went to that next level. Well, I have people contact me, DM your girl, email your girl. I meet them when I go out, ask me out. But I was thinking like, I don't know if I really want to date anybody with my situation, like what I do. Cause a lot of people don't think about the stuff you want to ask a person to make sure that y'all gonna be on the same kind of path, working towards growing in love. If that's what you want to date, you want to be in love. I mean, it might be somebody out there that just want to date and don't want to be in love. But your girl over here want to be in love. Okay, I want to be in love. And I didn't want to be in a situation where I had to tell somebody who I was or what I did, or they looking at me like, you look familiar. And then I gotta be like, well, have you ever heard of ASMR? I did not want to tell someone. What I was going to do is if I met someone, I was going to just continue going on dates and getting to know them, but work my way around them never finding out who I was. How was I going to do that? I don't know, but girl, I was not going to tell them. They would have to come to me. They would have to come to me and tell me they know who I am. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I'll just let them continue talking, child. And then whatever questions they got, I'll answer it. So that was one of the real reasons why I was scared and didn't want to date, because I was worried about not really being accepted for who I am, for what I do. Because y'all know, people give you the beady eye look, or they judge you, they like, or they feel some type of way about you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to deal with that, with trying to date a person. Like if I gotta like really make you understand what I do and not have you judge me on it, then child, you're not worth my time. Okay, you're just not worth my time. I was definitely gonna try to date without nobody finding out who I was. One of the questions that people had for me was, Spirit, do your guy know who you are? Do your guy know what you do? He do. He do. He know who I am and he know what I do. because I was nervous. I was wondering because he wasn't saying nothing. He wasn't saying nothing. But then something told me to ask him. Do you see me as Juanita, or do you see me as Spirit? He told me exactly how he see me, and it wasn't Spirit. And I was like, okay. I was happy about that. And then that's when he said, well, I do like what you do. I do like your voice, and I like the way you eat your food, and you be looking good. And child, it got real quiet. And then all of a sudden, I fell out. I started laughing, and he laughed. I had tears coming out my eyes, and he was cracking up laughing too. I laughed so hard, and I was like, okay, don't tell me you be watching my videos. And yes, sometimes he do watch the videos. He like watching the makeup video. Child, why? I don't know. When I found out the videos that he watched, I was just like, oh my God. Why are you watching the makeup videos? He watches the makeup videos to help me sleep. So he do use the videos to help him sleep. But he also probably used the videos to kind of check Spirit out, what Spirit up to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, he said he don't see me as Spirit, he see me as Juanita, which is nice. Okay, so y'all, this story time is gonna be about, like I told y'all in the beginning, our first spat, not our first argument, our first fight. I don't really know what it calls. So I'm gonna call it our first spat. Okay, y'all. And I ain't never thought that we would get into a spat, you know, so early on, but we did. It wasn't like right away, but it was like a few months later. We called each other every day. Well, not every day. We started out texting each other every day and night. Like, we was like, every time my daughter looked at me, I was texting. He texting me, sending me pictures. Oh, he's so cute. He's so handsome. I love when he send me pictures. But we was always texting each other, telling each other how we feel, what our goals are, what we want, how we just want to enjoy each other, and the things that we gonna do when we in each other's company. That's what we mainly talked about. What we gonna do when we see each other. From the texting, he started calling me, and it was like he would text me Monday through Friday and probably call me on Saturday and maybe Sunday. And then I let him know that I didn't want to just receive calls on the weekend. Like, I want to receive calls here and there. Like, it don't have to be specific. I need to be spontaneous, but not specific. You know what I'm saying? So we would be on the phone all freaking night. Y'all, I did not know I could. Well, I did know I could stay on the phone. I could talk. And the crazy thing is, okay, I'm an extrovert, and I feel like the guy that I'm dating is an introvert, which is perfect. But he's the type of introvert that he ain't shy. You know what I mean? He quiet, but he not shy. You know what I mean? It's a difference. And he conversate. He keep a conversation going on. He's interesting, but he'll listen to me talk. But when he's ready to talk, I listen to him talk, and I enjoy him talking to me and conversing with me. But I do more of the talking, and when he's talking, I know he got a lot on his mind. I let him talk, because he don't talk like all the time, but when he talk, he talk. So I found myself being on the phone with him all night long, and then the next day, exhausted, tired, and I said, okay, I gotta limit my time with him when I'm on the phone with him, because what I do show up in my eyes. So I don't want to always show up exhausted and sleepy. always in the morning. One time I was on the phone with him, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I said, but I'm gonna let you go. Do you gotta work tomorrow? He said, yeah. I said, what time you gotta be to work? Oh, I gotta get up in a couple of hours. It was 3 a.m. Boy, you gotta get up in a couple of hours. You need to carry your butt to bed. I'm getting off this phone with you. You tell me something. It's alright. I mean, I like talking to you. And they sound all sexy and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm getting off this phone with you. I'm not staying on this phone with you. And then now you tell me you gotta take a shower and you gotta go to work. I would feel bad. You know what I mean? So we trying to narrow down how much we talk to each other. Now, one particular week, I don't know what happened, what was going on, but I noticed that his texting was consistent. He texts me in the morning, texts me in the afternoon, he texts me at night, and then he called me once he have his shower and he chilling either in the bed or he relaxing. You know what I mean? He'll call me. So by me knowing that, it's like my mind is already like prepared that I need to make sure my phone is charged. I need to make sure my phone is near me, because I know when he texts me, I want to text him right back. And the one thing I love about him is that he always have the last text. No matter what I say, he always have the last text. Like, I'll say something like, oh, I like your picture you sent me. You look sexy. You look good. He'll say, well, you know, I try. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And then I'll say, okay, have a good day. And he'll say, you too, have a great day. I'm going to check on you later. Or, I hope your day go the way you want it to go. And that be it. And then I'll send him like a heart, right? And then he'll send me back something sweet. So it's like, okay, if I don't text him again, because he's going to keep texting you, girl. Don't text him again. And he always sending me this sweet stuff, like sweet little cartoons that are lovey-dovey, and then people kissing or people hugging and stuff like that. Just expressions letting me know how you feel about me and everything like that. And every time he sent me something that where a person kissing me, like one time he was sending me, every time he sent me somebody kissing, it was always like white people kissing. And I was like, there's some black love going on here. Can you send me black people kissing, please? And then one day he sent me what was it? Y'all remember that movie, Love and Basketball? Love and Basketball. And I was just like, oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, it's just like all to pieces. So we stay in communication all the time. If I don't hear from him, then I know something is wrong, something not right. There was a time in our lives that we was talking, and something happened to a family member of his, and the last thing I heard from him was, can you pray for me and my family, da 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 da. And I did. And I would contact him and ask him, how's everything going? How is so and so? And he'll let me know the progress, what's going on and stuff like that. So it's and that particular time I didn't hear from him. I think it was like 24 hours, but I didn't think nothing of it. I was so busy and caught up with what I had going on, because at the time, even though we was trying to like connect and trying to get close, it was very new. So when I didn't hear from him, it wasn't no big deal to me. I just didn't think about it. But come to find out, something happened to a family member. So as time went on, we became very, very, very consistent. And then one day, he called me up. And when he called me, I don't know why, I sometimes, like, if I'm working, I'm filming, I won't answer the phone. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and answer the phone. And was supposed to hit the lottery real big, but I didn't pay the numbers the way that I should have played it. But I hit the lottery, and then I was like, what? You hit? That's good. I was happy for him. And then he told me that he hit thousands. So I was like, whoa, how many? And then he told me how much he hit. And I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. He hit the freaking lottery. And I was like, wow, he hit the freaking lottery. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so freaking happy for you. I was so happy for him because he was going through some things right before that. And he was having some trouble. And I told him that I'm going to pray for him because you don't know what God got in store for you. You know, even when you don't see no way on how things going to work out, you just don't know what's going to happen for you. Now, I don't play the lottery. I can't play the lottery because one thing, I like to gamble. I like to scratch offs. I'll be broke. So I discipline myself. I do not mess with the lottery or anything that's going to take away my hard-earned money. I don't mess with money like that. But when I heard that he hit the lottery, it's just like, wow, I was so freaking happy for him because everything that he needed to get done, he can now get it done. And a lot of his issues that he was having, he won't have the issues anymore. So I was really happy. I was really happy about it. And we were just talking and talking, and he was telling me his plans. He gonna go get his money. He gonna see his mom. He gonna put money up. He gonna buy this. He gonna buy that. He was gonna do things. So he was just telling me all the stuff that he was doing, right? So I got off the phone and I was just smiling. I was like, wow. Oh my God, I can't believe he hit the freaking lottery. I was so freaking happy. I was telling him that I was happy that he hit the lottery. I'm happy he's gonna be able to take care of some things and everything's gonna work out. Whatever's going on in his life right now, things will get better for him because he hit the lottery. And he was like, thank you, babe. I appreciate that. And he was just, I could hear the smile in his voice. I could hear that he was so happy. So now, every morning, every single morning, I get a good morning text. And when that morning came around, I didn't get a good morning text. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. He's probably busy. Because, you know, I mean, you hit the lottery. I know I'll be going to get my money and take care of all my bills, everything I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no big deal. So Nadine actually said, Mom, have you heard from your Nadine was like, your new man? I said, well, I ain't hear from him this morning, but you know he hit the lottery. Nathan was like, what? He hit the lottery? Yeah, girl, he hit the lottery. So then that afternoon, I was waiting for him to contact me to tell me, I don't know why, but I wanted to hear everything that he was able to do and how his day went, how it went when he went to go get his money. I just wanted to know everything. Child, nothing. Dead zone. Nothing. I was like, okay, I ain't hear from him. So that night, I didn't hear from him again. So I text him. I text him to see if he was okay. I said, I'm checking on you, just saying hi. Nothing from him, right? The next day, nothing, girl. No good morning text, nothing. That afternoon, nothing. So then, that night, I text him again, and I said, hey, I hope everything's okay. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm for sure gonna get a phone call or he gonna text me for sure. Nothing at all. And then I started feeling some type of way, and I was like, I'm not gonna text him no more. So I decided not to text him no more. A whole day went by, and it's 3 days. I ain't hear nothing from him. And I started telling Nadine, I said, I feel some freaking type of way. And Nadine said, why? I said, because the last phone call I got from him was that he hit the freaking lottery, and then he don't went ghost, he don't disappear. And Nadine fell out. She tried not to laugh, but then she fell out, and she had tears coming from her eyes. It's just like, oh my God, Mom, I hope that's not true, because that is definitely a black thing. I was like, me. She said, Mom, how you dealing with a guy who texts you every day, call you all the time, tell you he hit the lottery, and then you don't hear from him in 3 days? And I was like, I was saying to myself, dang, this is kind of messed up. I was feeling some type of way. And I was like, in my head, trying not to be sad about it. So I took me a shower. And I said, you know what? If I don't hear from him the next morning, that's it. I'm cutting my phone off. I'm done. And I got in the shower, y'all. I was thinking about everything, our long conversations, all my time I wasted with him, all the time I spent on the phone, all the time we was making plans on how we was going to like try to spend, because we planned on like literally spending our life like connected, like we plan on spending our life together, right? And I felt like I just wasted so much freaking time. I said, how the freak he hit the lottery and then go ghost? That's kind of, I said, this would happen to me. This would happen to me. So then, when the 4th day came, I ain't hear nothing from him. So that morning, I cut my phone off. Yeah, I went to the ice cream, child. I cut my phone off, so he couldn't call me no more. And then I blocked him from whatever social media I could. I blocked him. It was pretty much done. I was like, you don't, that spirit, all of her feelings, call me, and I'm happy for you that you hit the lottery, and then you go freaking ghost. Like, that just had me so mad, right? So then, I had got a message that was in my Facebook before I had blocked him, and the message said, hey, I'm trying to contact you. My phone was off, and I went through some things. I don't know what's going on with your phone, but I can't get in contact with you. I need to talk to you. So I went to Nadine, and I was like, Nadine, do you think I should contact them back? And Nadine said, well, how you feel about it? I said, well, I don't appreciate him hitting the lottery and going ghost. I should just let it be. And then I went to bed. The next day, I said, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and get my phone back cut on. Send him my number. And I'm going to talk to him and tell him how I feel. Because I was mad about it, right? So, as soon as he got my number, he called me. And I answered the phone. And I was just like, hello? I was just like stiff. I was just listening to him. And he was like, hey, babe, what happened? What's going on? What's going on? I said, I don't appreciate you hitting the lottery and going ghost. He said, going ghost? What you talking about? I said, I ain't hear from you. I ain't get no good morning text. I ain't get no good afternoon text. I ain't hear nothing from you. He said, well, babe, you knew that after I talked to you, I had to work. And when I went to work, my freaking car broke down on me. And I had to call the mechanic. Get some help with my car. My car wouldn't start. And I was at the mechanic shop the majority of the time. And while I was there, my phone died. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he was telling me the next day, he was trying to get a ride, trying to do everything he can to take care of everything that he needs to take care of. So phone died. He figured he'll call me the next day by the time he get to work and everything. But when he got to work, they had turned his phone off, and he had thought that he already paid the bill, but he didn't, and his phone was turned off. So he figured he'll wait until the next day before he go into work and get his phone turned on. But he said that by the time he done straighten out all the situation that he needs to straighten out, he went to contact was no longer he able to get in contact with me. He realized that I was blocked from the social media, and he was really, really upset and really hurt that I would do that to him without talking to him first. And I was like, well, I mean, I didn't hear from you. I mean, think about it. You told me you hit the lottery and then you went ghost. What was I supposed to think? And he was like, well, where did I go? What did I do? I didn't go ghost. Just like everything went crazy. He said I didn't go get my money. Like, I didn't go get my money. I had to work. And after I got off work, everything that I needed to do, I was going to do. But what happened was my car broke down in the freaking middle of the highway. And I had to wait till the mechanic come help me. And I had to wait till he fix it and get the car going again. And then the car didn't even get going again. So he went through some issues. But I felt so bad, y'all, that I literally felt like he hit the lottery and he went ghost. So I literally just started cutting him off at every angle, right? And he let me know how he felt. He was upset with me because I just completely just cut him off. And he told me, he said, no, I would never go ghost on you. I would never just not let you know what's going on. I would never just forget about you like that. That would never happen. And it's like I done hit like a whole lot of money, that to the point where I could just, somebody that means something to me in my life, and I'm like, oh, I'm done. No. He said I didn't go get my money just like that. I worked, the car, the phone, just things was happening back to back to back to back. And then the worst part is that I contact you, and now I'm no longer getting in contact with you, and I was hurt. So I apologize for cutting him off. Yeah, I was like I'm so effing done. I'm so done, because I was telling him, I was like, as I felt like if you hit the lottery, you know, that you was gonna call me and kind of, let me know what's going on. How, because every time we talk, he was going through something. So now I felt like since he had a little bit of money, or he hit the lottery, that he could talk and tell me some good things, some good stuff that he doing and stuff like that. And I was ready to smile and be all happy for him. And then when I didn't get that, I immediately felt like, that's how I felt. So now, when something go wrong between us, before I cut my phone off and before I block him, I at least let him know how I feel. I didn't want to send him a text and be like, oh, so now you hit the lottery. You don't want nothing to do with nobody now. You don't know nobody now. Now you don't hit the lottery, or you got a little bit of money now, so you don't know me now. You don't want nothing to do with me now, right? I didn't want to do nothing like that. So what I did was just cut my phone off. I did that. Because the one thing we all know, especially black people got some money. You ain't gonna hear from them no more. They gonna be gone, girl. And that's on period. So that was me and my guy first spat. And child, I was so upset. I was ready to tell him to freak off. Like, I told Nathan, I said, I'm gonna tell him, or I was gonna curse him out, y'all. I was gonna go off on him, because I was gonna tell him, you don't wasted my mother effing time for all these months. You get a little bit of money and now you ghost. That's how I was gonna go off. But instead, when he called me like hello, I was just like, So where you been? So what you been doing? Well, my phone is off and you blocked because you hit the freaking lottery and I ain't hear nothing else from you. So thank goodness that, like, I didn't want all them things to happen to him, like back to back to back to back. But I'm glad that he didn't go ghost on me, y'all, because I would have been so disappointed. I would have been so hurt, because I really like this guy. I'm really putting my time and heart into him. there, my mind immediately went to, oh, now he got some money, he definitely went ghost. So yeah, so don't be like Spirit to be so quick to block them. Delete your phone number. Take the time and let somebody know how you feel, because you might be wrong. You just might be wrong. You know, us women be having intuitions, and you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff was running through my head, child.